Is here in court, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. And if anybody here is present that wish to be heard,
Page 2, number 6.
I apologize. Over here says page 6.
I wrote that as well.
No.
No, not that. The arrest report will have the correct page.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Correction is page 2. I have read the arrest and booking report.
She's got 2 cases.
With regards to the service of the search warrant,
It's the state's position that there's probable cause on everything.
the second case is sale of cocaine, second-degree felony on an undercover by occurring on July 15th. The court finds probable cause. With regards to possession of cocaine with intent to sell after service of the search warrant, the court finds probable cause for count 1, probable cause for trafficking in cocaine, probable cause for possession with intent to deliver fentanyl, trafficking in fentanyl, possession of paraphernalia. Can the state refer me to the allegations of the firearm? I am being a little
It's not
dense.
a firearm, it's actually a magazine, and it's listed on page 2 of 3.
One magazine with 8 live rounds, correct. Thank you, ma'am. I find probable cause for the charges. If somebody's here on behalf of this lady? Yes, ma'am. Who are you? Okay. Do you wish me to hear anything? Okay. State, you have filed a motion for pretrial detention pursuant to section 907.041.
That's correct. And it would only apply to count number 6. The rest of the counts are bondable.
So you're claiming that only applies to trafficking in fentanyl?
Yes.
Okay. I'll hear from the defense.
Judge, there's nothing indicating that Miss Ryland knew that the fentanyl was in the house. They don't state where. They say it's, I guess, in a blender. There's nothing indicating it was observable, that officers do not indicate how many people were residing in the house.
She lives there with her daughter, or
No.
rather son. And she lives the same address as the warrant would serve as her own address.
So Judge, in addition, with her son, they don't indicate whether or not her son would have possession or control over the blender. They don't indicate that she was aware of what was in the blender, Judge. So she's not seen touching the blender, does not acknowledging knowing what's inside the blender, nothing of that nature, Judge. So I would ask that you find no probable cause for the trafficking of fentanyl. And there's nothing indicating with regard to the live round, other than it was in the kitchen somewhere. It doesn't state where.
I think there's more than sufficient for constructive possession, especially with regards to the July 15th control sale from the defendant herself. What is a suggested bond state?
So Judge, can I break things down for you a little bit?
Yes, ma'am.
So on felonies punishable by life, it's typically no bond,
Correct.
either Arthur or a motion for pretrial detention. Your Honor does have discretion whether or not to grant the motion. For all first-degree felonies, it's typically $15,000 unless there's a motion for pretrial detention, which Your Honor has discretion to grant or deny. All second-degree felonies, $7,500. Third-degree felonies, if there's force, it's $5,000. No force, $2,500. First-degree misdemeanors, force, $1,000. No force, $500. Second-degree misdemeanors, force, $250. No force, $150. The recommendation for this case is standard bond.
Okay, so what I asked you was referring to this defendant and the individual counts. What was your recommended bond?
Standard bond.
Okay.
So Judge, on the trafficking of cocaine and possession with intent, those are essentially duplicitous charges for the, I would either ask that you split one bond for the trafficking among the two charges for like count 1 and 2. You would do that.
I'm okay with that.
All
So
right.
if you would do 10,
So, Madam Prosecutor, with regards to the sale of cocaine, what is your recommended bond?
5,000.
With
And Judge,
regard,
you had F25-16394.
and where would I find that number that you just recited, ma'am?
On the top right of the arrest report.
And who was asking me that?
The public defender out.
That would be on the second sheet. The court case is 250-16394.
Thank you.
With regards to F2, possession with intent to deliver or sell cocaine, state, what's your
Right, so in that case, standard 7,500, but 5,000 is fine on case ending in 94.
As to count 1 of 6395. I will set a $5,000 bond. As to count 2, state trafficking in cocaine, what is your recommended bond?
Based upon Ms. Corey's arguments, splitting the bond, so 10,000 on count 2.
Count 3,
Count 3, requesting 7,500.
7,500. Counts 4,
Count 4, requesting, we could do 5,000 because it was a magazine, not a gun.
counts 5,
That's, one second, that's possession of a place. 5,000 is okay on count 5.
Count 6, trafficking in fentanyl.
The state filed a motion for pretrial detention requesting that the defendant be held without bond as to that count.
And I'll grant that
I would ask
motion.
you to set a bond, Judge,
I'll
for,
grant that motion if the Office of the Public Defender can request a circuit judge that will be handling this case to revisit this for the time being. I will set no bond in that case. As to possession of paraphernalia, 250.
Okay,
Good luck to you, Miss Ryland.
corrections, you have questions or you got it?
What was count 8?
Count 8, count that.
Count 8.
7 and 8. I got.
I only have 7 counts. I only have 7 counts and 1 count on the one that ends in 94.
I have 8 counts on the jail card, Judge.
But you may be
You
adding.
you have 8 counts because there are 2 A reports. One is the sale of cocaine, and the second A report has 7 counts. I don't know what your jail card would do. I'm just going by the A reports.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. But as to the last count that you apparently have in your jail card would be $5,000 if that count is sale of cocaine arising out of July 15th.
So in case ending in 9-4, the bond is $5,000.
Correct.
Judge Corrections wants to take Metro West out of turn. This is Ransel Farinas on page 18, number 55 of the calendar.
We'll get that for you right now.
And I-
While we wait for that, I'm going to talk to the clerk for a second. Madam Clerk, what do you want me to do with this? Are we going to call these cases? Oh, okay. That's why I paused because I didn't know whether I was supposed to call them or not. Thank you. Okay, back on the record, this, you want to call for
Ransel Farinas on page,
Farinas?
yes,
Okay.
number 55 on the calendar. And then after that, for the clerk to get ready for 2 that we need to take out a turn to go to domestic violence court. It'll be page 6, number 14 of the calendar, Johnny Torcio Martinez. And page 10, number 30 on the calendar, Junius Phillips. Thank you. Okay, this is Mr. Farinas. We'll need the Spanish interpreter, please.
Present.
I believe he is here on an added charge. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
And the added charge is grand theft vehicle and organized fraud, $20,000 or more.
Muy bien, buenos días, señor. Usted está aquí por algunas acusaciones adicionadas, dígase hurto en mayor cuantía vehicular y además fraude organizado de $20,000 o más.
There's 2 counts of grand theft auto, Judge.
Indica la defensa, tenemos 2 cargos de hurto en mayor cuantía.
I only have what I've,
So just if you look
If
next.
you look at the
to-
counts, when you see grand theft vehicle, you see.
2 counts. I
There you go.
apologize. Yes,
No,
ma'am. Apologize.
Se confirma.
What are the current charges for which he is being held?
¿Cuáles son las acusaciones actuales por las cuales está siendo retenido?
Corrections, is he in custody on a probation violation?
For
Probation
what charge?
and grand theft felony case, weapon openly carry.
I'm sorry, State, could you clarify for the
So
interpreter?
it
Could you
appears
repeat
that
that?
in custody on a probation violation as well as additional felony charges.
Corrobora la fiscalía después de tener confirmación por parte de penitenciarios de que usted está siendo retenido, y esto es a respuesta a la pregunta del juez, por un quebrantamiento de la libertad probatoria y además otras acusaciones de delitos mayores.
Judge, Mr. Farinas indicates he has a private attorney, Armando Hernandez.
Mhm.
Armando Hernandez.
Is Armando Hernandez on Zoom?
Está explicando la defensa de que usted le ha indicado tiene a un abogado privado, el señor Armando Hernández. Se le llama a ver si está presente en Zoom.
I don't see him, Judge.
State, what's your recommended?
Recommendation is $7,500 on each of the 3 counts.
La fiscalía responde al juez. La recomendación son $7,500 de fianza en cada uno de los cargos.
Am I correct to understand that he is being held on a violation of probation on a grand theft case?
He entendido correctamente. Está él retenido por un quebrantamiento de libertad probatoria en un caso de hurto en mayor cuantía.
No, the VOP is for, looks like attempted aggravated assault and possession of a controlled substance.
Indica la fiscalía, no, su señoría, al parecer él está siendo retenido por el quebrantamiento de la libertad probatoria en un caso de acometimiento o intento de acometimiento con agravantes, además de haber portado y llevado a vistas claras.
So Judge, do we still have the attorney issue for Mr. Farinas?
Mr. Farinas,
Su señoría, todavía tenemos el problema del abogado en cuanto al señor Farinas.
did you notify your attorney that you were going to come to court today?
Señor Farinas, ¿le notificó usted a su abogado de que usted se iba a presentar a tribunales el día de hoy?
No, I didn't know that I have a court today.
Oh, you speak English.
Yeah, so a little bit.
Well, you speak well enough to understand what I've said. Has he been representing you on the pending case?
Yes,
Does he want the case reset for his attorney to be here, or can the judge just set a bond?
I'm gonna set a bond, and the bonds are gonna be $10,000 on each.
Each count,
So Ju-
Judge?
Excuse me?
Each count, 10,000 each count?
Correct.
Thank you.
So you're not appointing the public defender's office, correct? He indicated he was okay with you setting the bond and waiving his attorney's presence.
I will appoint the office of the public defender for the time being because I
But
don't,
can somebody contact his lawyer so he can have his lawyer present? If he's already hired a lawyer, if he has one?
I'll tell you, you don't have phone here on the bench?
That works in this court.
Unbelievable.
I have the phone number.
Use my cell phone.
Mr. Farinas,
Yes,
what's your lawyer's phone number?
yeah, let me get the paper. It's 78 786.
Is he on Coral Way? Is he on?
Call.
So Judge, the phone number is 305-442-2590.
What's his name?
Armando Hernandez.
Sign order that motion free from the bench.
Yes, ma'am. Is Mr. Hernandez available? This is Judge Arias, calling him from the bench. Well, does he represent, Roncel Farinas? Did he know that Mr. Farinas had a couple grand theft and organized fraud cases on the calendar this morning? All right. Well, wait, corrections. Can you tell me if the defendant was in jail when these charges were added?
Yes, Judge, he was.
Okay. What's the bond on the pending charges?
The F-25-12565 is, count 12500, count 2 150, and count 3 150. Probation violation cases are no bond each case.
Okay. And the violation of probation cases were for what charges?
Assault, deadly weapon, and controlled substance.
Thank you, ma'am. Counsel. Yes, ma'am. I'm Roberto Arias. I'm sitting in for Judge Glazer. You got a client. Good. You got a client, Renzel Farinas. Mr. Hernandez allegedly represented him on some pending charges. He has 3 more counts of charges that are being added to him. So, excuse me? Oh, sure. Yeah, have him zoom in to first appearance felony court. What's the Zoom ID here?
932
932-08. Yeah, we got it now.
Okay.
932-0830-6120. Thank you, Papa. All right, Mr. Hernandez is supposed to be coming in, so Mr. Farinas, can you step aside and let's handle a couple more cases?
This was.
Okay. So okay, hold on a second. You gave me George Hibbo.
Yeah, but now I've been told to call these out of turn for that.
And how about 20? Okay, this is 50,
I know.
52 pickup over here.
I know. They're.
Okay, so I hope somebody.
All right, let's talk about that. We had quite the morning in court with Judge Marty presiding. And let me tell you, he handled the chaos with his usual calm, steady demeanor. He was patient, thoughtful, and kept the proceedings moving despite a few hiccups in the docket. The standout was undoubtedly the case of Miss Ryland, who found herself facing a list of charges that felt more like a grocery list than a court filing trafficking in cocaine, possession with intent, paraphernalia, and, well, a blender full of fentanyl. Yep, you heard that right. The defense, for their parts, made a pretty strong argument. No evidence she touched the blender, no statement of how many people lived in the house, no clear connection between her and the substance inside. It was a valiant effort from the public. Defender firm, respectful, and detailed, which Judge Marty acknowledged even while ultimately siding with the state on probable cause. The prosecutor came prepared and rattled off the recommended bond amounts like they were reciting a dinner menu. The only twist: the firearm in the charges wasn't a firearm, which was a magazine with 8 live rounds. That did lead to a reduced bond on that count, which shows the court's willingness to balance facts with fairness. Judge Marty granted the state's motion for pre-trial detention on the fentanyl charge, but also made sure the defense knew that could revisit it with a circuit judge. That's judicial discretion at work. The courtroom vibe was brisk, but respectful. No shouting matches, no dramatics, just the usual shuffle of corrections officers. clerks and interpreters trying to make sure everyone was where they needed to be. Even when Mr. Farinas popped up with an attorney situation, Judge Marty rolled with it, let the man call his lawyer right from the bench, and even dialed the number himself to confirm things. You don't see that every day. Overall, it was a morning filled with serious charges, some confusion over case numbers, and a fair amount of judicial patience. But through it all, Judge Marty kept his cool, handled each case individually, and made sure every party got their say. That's the kind of courtroom professionalism that deserves some recognition. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.